Hello mga ka-Easy Law, ito si Attorney Chato Olivas. Gusto kong mag-share ng information sa inyo na based sa write-up sa aking blog, Attorney Chato's Easy Law Library. Gusto ko rin kayong invite na bisitahin ang aking Easy Law Library kasi madami akong resources na naka-upload dito na pwedeng gamitin ng mga law students at bar candidates. Sa oras na to, ang pag-uusapan natin ay contempt of court under Rule 71 of the Rules of Court. At meron akong 100 essential lessons on contempt of court. So una, pag-usapan natin sa part 1, yung nature of the power. Una, this is inherent in the courts. The power to punish for contempt is inherent in all courts. It is a law of self-preservation. At ang pinapreserve dito ay yung respeto ng mga tao sa dignity ng courts. Ang purpose is to ensure that the administration of justice is not obstructed and to protect the dignity of the court. Merong twofold nature ang contempt. Pwedeng criminal, pwedeng civil. Pag sinabi natin criminal, ang ibig sabihin ay to punish. Pag sinabi natin civil, it is to compel an act for a party's benefit. So, because it is a drastic power, the rules of statutory construction are strictly applied. It must be used sparingly, hindi basta-basta. And it must be used on the preservative, not vindictive principle. Hindi sa pamamagitan ng paghihigante, kung hindi para ma-preserve yung dignity and honor of the court. Power to enforce. The contempt power is the judiciary's primary tool of enforcement of its orders, its writs, and its processes. Merong dalawang klaseng contempt, direct and indirect. At ang distinction nito is whether the act was committed in the presence of the judge or so near the judge, meaning that is direct contempt, or pwedeng it is outside the courtroom, so that is indirect contempt. Now, number 7, it is not for personal sensitivity. Judges must not use contempt to retaliate against personal insults that do not obstruct justice. Hindi ito ginagamit ng court para maghigante. And ano yung connection nito sa CIPRA? That's Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability for Lawyers. Under the CIPRA, a lawyer's contemptuous act is also a breach of professional ethics. So magkaiba ang penalty for contempt at saka ang breach of the CIPRA. Which court has jurisdiction? The court against which the contempt was committed generally has the jurisdiction to punish it. And what's our simplihan natin principle? Contempt is simply the court saying, respect the process or face the consequences. Respect the court or face the consequences. Munta naman tayo sa part 2, which is direct contempt. Definition: misbehavior in the presence of or so near a court as to obstruct proceedings. That is found in Rule 71, Section 1. Siyempre, nakaka-istorbo yun, ano? Kapag ang misbehavior nangyayari in front of the judge or very near, like nasa labas ng courtroom, may abogadong nag-aaway at nagsisigawan or mga witnesses na nagsisigawan na naiistorbo yung proceedings. That is direct contempt. Summary nature, hindi kailangan ng formal charge. Hindi rin kailangan ng hearing. The judge acts on personal knowledge kasi nakita na niya yung contemptuous act. Wala nang kailangan pang improve. Now, disrespect to the court. The offensive language or gestures aimed at the judge during a hearing amounts to disrespect towards the court, and this is direct contempt. Pwede ring refusal to be sworn in by witness na ayaw mag-take ng oath without a valid excuse. O kaya refusal to answer. Tinatanong siya ng non-incriminating question na relevant naman pero ayaw niyang sumagot. And disrespectful pleadings. Yung pleadings na may insult, derogatory language in a pleading or a motion filed in the pending case. Also, number 17, misleading the court is direct contempt. intentionally misquoting the law or facts in open court, hindi yun pwede. And then, unauthorized recording, dapat merong permission ang court. And mobile phone disruptions, kung ring ng ring yung mobile phone, yung other electronic devices, despite warnings na nakakaistorbo ng proseso, then that is also contemptuous. Sa virtual hearing naman, VCH, video conference hearing, direct contempt applies to online presence in the same way as physical presence. So anong remedy? Hindi mo pwedeng i-appeal ang direct contempt. The only remedy is certiorari or prohibition under Rule 65. So yan yung grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction. As to stay of execution, hindi pwedeng mag-stay yung execution ng punishment for contempt unless there is a bond and there is a Rule 65 petition. Anong penalty? Pag sa RTC, a fine of not more than 2,000 pesos and or imprisonment of up to 10 days. Kapag sa MTC, a fine of not more than 200 pesos and or imprisonment of up to 1 day. Di ba sabi natin kanina, there is direct contempt when the misbehavior is committed in the presence of or so near the court or the judge. So acts in the hallway that disrupt the courtroom session are covered. For example, may dalawang abogadong nagsuntukan sa labas ng korte at nakakaistorbo that is so near the judge. Hindi pwedeng mangyari yon. So that is subject to direct contempt. Post-adjournment acts, insulting a judge in the courtroom immediately after the gavel drops, contemptuous pa din yan. Mockery of the bench, laughing, jeering, or heckling during a trial, or submitting sham evidence, yung fabricated evidence. Okay? Lawyer's offensive personality, bullying a witness despite court orders to stop, failure to maintain order. Yari, ayaw nung litigant umupo or ayaw niyang manahimik in order na siya ng court to be quiet. Now, the judge as victim. The judge is the accuser, witness, and jury, thus utmost restraint is required. Recording of proceedings. The judge must still issue a written order stating the facts and the penalty. Non-lawyers. Litigants are held to the same standard of decorum as lawyers. Attacking court personnel, direct contempt extends to insults aimed at the clerk of court during a session. And the bond for a stay of execution is fixed by the court that issued the contempt order. Now, pag-usapan naman natin yung indirect contempt. Ano ba yung indirect contempt? Acts committed outside the court's presence, but the effect is that they degrade the administration of justice. Due process is required in that there must be a charge in writing and an opportunity to be heard because this was not committed in the presence of or so near the judge. So kailangan may written charge and the lawyer or the person to be cited for contempt must be given an opportunity to explain himself. Disobedience to lawful orders, failure to comply with a writ, TRO, or injunction. For example, nag-issue ng TRO yung court to prevent the defendant from committing a certain act pero ginawa pa rin niya, that is indirect contempt. Abuse of court processes. Using court procedures to delay, frustrate, or mislead, such as forum shopping. Now, forum shopping is really contemptuous kasi that offends the dignity of the court. Parang pinaglalaroan ang court process. Okay? So, hindi yun talaga pwede. It is really, really contemptuous. Now, assuming, improper conduct, any behavior tending to impede the administration of justice, such as sub judice violations. For example, there is a pending case and a lawyer talks about the case in public, expressing his opinion about how the case should be decided. Now, that is tending to impede the administration of justice because it is intended to influence the decision of the judge. Now, 41, assuming authority, acting as an attorney or officer of the court without legal authority. Indirect contempt din yan. Failure to obey a subpoena, ignoring a subpoena duly served, hindi rin yan pwede. Indirect contempt din yan unless there is a valid reason for not obeying a subpoena. Now, rescue of property, taking property that is in the custody of the law under attachment or execution. indirect contempt. Now, initiation, motu proprio. The court can issue an order to show cause on its own, but it can also be by petition. As you can see in number 45, it must be a verified petition for indirect contempt independent of the main case. And if filed by petition, there must be a certification against forum shopping, which is mandatory. Saan fina-file? If committed against an RTC, file with that RTC. If against an MTC, file with the RTC. Okay? So criminal versus civil procedure. Indirect contempt follows a quasi-criminal procedure. The respondent has the right to be represented by a lawyer during the hearing. And the standard of evidence for criminal contempt, proof beyond reasonable doubt. For civil cases, clear and convincing evidence. Appealable, unlike direct contempt, indirect contempt is appealable to the higher court. And the effect of an appeal, it does not stay the execution unless a bond is posted. What is the penalty? Ito mas malaki compared to direct contempt. Pag RTC or higher, fine not exceeding 30,000 pesos and or imprisonment of up to 6 months. Kapag MTC, fine not exceeding 5,000 pesos and or imprisonment of up to 1 month. Damages or restitution, yes, the court can order the contemnor to pay the injured party for losses. The indefinite stay, if the contempt is a refusal to perform an act, the person stays in jail until they do it. For example, there is an order for a man to provide support for the family, financial support, and hindi niya ginagawa. So the person stays in detention until he provides support. Sub judice rule. Publicity discussing a pending case to influence the court's decision, this is not allowed. That is contemptuous. So also threatening judges with letters or messages relating to a pending case. Social media posts that are malicious against the judiciary can be indirect contempt. Interference with witnesses, threatening or bribing a witness outside the courtroom, or publicizing confidential records, leaking sealed or confidential court records such as family court cases. And there is such a thing as continuing contempt. Each day a person refuses to follow a court order can be a separate count. Successor judges, a new judge can enforce a contempt order issued by their predecessor. Dismissal of the charge. If the court finds no merit, the order of dismissal is generally not appealable. Okay? And the power to pardon, the court that imprisoned the contemnor has the power to release them upon showing of remorse. Punta naman tayo sa CIPRA and professional ethics. Under the CIPRA, lawyers must assist in the administration of justice, not impede it. Lawyers must respect the courts. This is a non-negotiable duty. Lawyers must use temperate and dignified language. And is there double jeopardy? A lawyer can be punished for contempt and face disbarment for the same act. There is no double jeopardy. Candor towards the court. Lying to the court is a ground for both contempt and ethical sanctions. Magkaiba yun, no? Abuse of TROs. Lawyers who make light of TROs face indirect contempt under the case of Francis Leo Marcos versus Comelec, a 2025 case. Duty to obey. Even if a lawyer thinks an order is wrong, he must obey it before questioning it via proper remedy. So obey before questioning. Respect for peers. Disrespecting opposing counsel in front of the judge can lead to a contempt warning. For frivolous suits, filing nuisance cases to harass the court is contemptuous. Ex parte communication trying to influence a judge privately is a major indirect contempt offense. Tampering with evidence is an affront to the court's authority, and lawyers must avoid trial by publicity. Now, personal accounts are not excuses for contemptuous venting. Ang rule dito is if we use social media, we must behave properly even if we are not functioning as attorneys because we are attorneys 24/7. Misusing the Rule 71 petition, Filing a contempt charge just to harass the opponent is an abuse of process and is contemptuous. Non-payment of fine is also indirect contempt. Professional decorum, pag meron kang video conference hearing, you turn off the camera or you walk out without permission, that is indirect contempt. Now, 82, the shadow lawyer assisting a non-lawyer to practice law and file contemptuous pleadings. Number 83, recording in secret, using a lawyer's status to gain access and record confidential court sessions. False affidavits, of course, this is very contemptuous. Encouraging a client to sign a false verification, hindi yan dapat. So, the slogan, remember, simplihan natin, a lawyer's job is to clear the path for justice, not to block it. Part 5, penalties, remedies, and Supreme Court decisions. Restitution is key. In civil contempt, the goal is to make the injured party whole again. So as much as possible to restore the injured party to the state that he or she was in before the contemptuous act was committed. Proof of damages. Actual damages in contempt must be proved with receipts and evidence. Good faith. It is not always a defense in direct contempt, but may mitigate indirect contempt. And the power to commute the penalty, courts can reduce the jail time if the contemptor apologizes and complies. So criminal contempt is a criminal case. It requires a higher level of due process and willfulness. Civil contempt is remedial. The contemptor carries the case to their cell, meaning they can leave when they obey. Okay, so indirect contempt proceedings can be collateral to the main case. According to a Supreme Court decision in the case of Roque versus House of Representatives, legislative contempt is different from judicial contempt. The remedies vary. The Supreme Court clarified that the power of Congress to punish contempt is distinct from the judiciary's power under Rule 71. While judicial contempt protects the administration of justice, legislative contempt is a coercive tool used for inquiries in aid of legislation. In the Supreme Court case of Makasaet, freedom of the press does not shield a person from contempt if they degrade the court. The Supreme Court ruled that while the Constitution guarantees freedom of the press, this right is not absolute and must be balanced against the state's interest in maintaining independence and integrity of the judiciary. In this case, Makasaet was found guilty of indirect contempt because his baseless accusations tended to degrade the administration of justice and erode public confidence in the courts. 95, the role of the Solicitor General. The Solgen is involved usually if the contempt is against the state. The Solgen acts as the defender of the judiciary's authority, often representing judges or the state when contempt orders are challenged via a petition for certiorari. In criminal contempt cases, the OSG steps in because the defiance is considered an offense against the Republic itself, rather than just a private party. 96, insolvency. Claiming you have no money does not automatically excuse you from paying a contempt fine. 97, the writ of amparo is not a remedy against a valid court-ordered detention for contempt. But 98, habeas corpus. It may be used if the imprisonment for contempt is completely void or without jurisdiction. 99, once the Supreme Court decides on a contempt matter, it is the law of the case. And 100, the legacy. The lawyer who avoids contempt by practicing with integrity builds a legacy of respect. So yon ang 100 things to remember about contempt under the rules of court. See you in the next video.